And salutations. Now, this is actually a test, okay? This is a stream test. Hopefully, I won't delete it right after the test. But what I'm testing for is, those of you who follow the channel, I've had problems with Twitch. Not showing up on Twitch. Yeah, it goes on YouTube, but it won't show up on Twitch. So this is what the test is for. But I'm actually opening up Twitch on another screen here. We're going to see if it works. Now what's been happening to me is it just shows a blank screen, and I'm going to turn down the volume. Now what's been happening to me is it just shows I have to pause it, or at least silence. There we go. Now that sounds better, doesn't it? So yeah, what's been happening to me is I've been streaming and on Twitch you just get a blank screen. So I've been working hard all day for all my members and subscribers and all that kind of stuff to get this working. So I'm hoping I won't have to do another test. So I'm going to leave it. Hopefully this will turn into a video and I can give it, you know, a title and all that kind of stuff. So so that looks good. I can see it. But now let me see if I can see it in mobile. But maybe if some of you join me, you'll tell me. You'll tell me if it's not working, you know. One more thing I want to do. I want to go in here into YouTube here. And also, oh no, I have it over here. So it looks like it's working for now. It is very peculiar, I have to admit, that it was just black screen. But I've been, you know, as you know, I used to be a techie, an IT. I have the mind for it. And hopefully I fixed it. I really do. I really seriously do, and I think I have. I'll wait for one or two people to come on now, and we're going to have a look at Update 7 with the FOKKER. Now, of course, I'd be banned for saying FOKKER. Well, it's an airplane, right? Oh, politically correct. Yeah. That's what'll happen. Now, we're good. We're golden. We're all live, and things are happening. So we're going to have a look at the FOKKER. In Australia, we've got 6 viewers on there. That's great, and happy days. So let's just do a bit of flying. I'm going to have my Twitch screen up here just to keep an eye on it. Hopefully I won't get a little bit of judderiness. I've got the best the broadband you can get. So let's have a look at Update 7. So I've bought the FOKKER. Which is a German aircraft, as you well know. There it is. There's the FOKKER. You see, I wasn't cursing at all, YouTube people who want to ban me for saying FOKKER. It's FOKKER. The FOKKER F.VII, yeah, retrofit 7. How good is that? So good. Now, I think I've just installed it. So I'm going to do the whole. We're in Bankstown. Tell you where we are. We're at Bankstown. And it's really distracting on the other screen over there. I'm going to pause it there, so I know you guys will tell me. Akylad is with us. Woohoo, it works. A Future Feast says, hello, I can see you. Great. Lonely Reaper here as well. Hello. Maybe this will turn into a stream for Update 7. Yes, the big day we've been waiting for. It's at 22:50. It's just an hour and a bit now since it's been released. And we're in Aussieland, one of my more favorite places. And yeah, we're going to go to, I think we're going to Bankstown. I'm going to take off in Bankstown here. So join me in Bankstown, folks. Not Melbourne. Not Melbourne, where's Sydney? Sydney. You want to see if God knows what Sydney's going to look like, because I have the Orbex stuff on there. There's lots of people floating. See the little green dots there? It's all people floating around, having a good time. They're all taking off at Kingsford Smith Airport International. I'm going to be a region, and we're going to fly from Bankstown in the FOKKER. Not you, producer buttons. In the FOKKER. And we're going to do the whole startup, check the whole lot. I'll just click here. Set as departure. And hit the fly button. So let me have a look at the comments. Great, you can all see me. That's the YouTube comments. And we also have Akylad, who it works. That's interesting. That's something I haven't noticed before. The chat is coming up from YouTube and Twitch. I think. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I did lots of work today. Yep, had to be done. Okay, Bankstown, here we go. Now, this is the aircraft. They always have that 3-engined aircraft now. I had to reconfigure my controls. I did jump in very quickly. And I was going, oh no, I need to configure all my controls again. So everything's working. Look at the old school wheels. I mean, what? This is back in the day, folks. You know, cars just came out, you know. How'd you like the old head tracking stuff there? It looks very nice, doesn't it? I did start up one engine and then I stopped. I said, okay, I think I'll go live. Because you know the way your community folder, you get crashes? I wanted to avoid that. So in the cockpit, a nice shiny wheel there. It's pretty good, you know. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Very Asobo-esque. This is a retrofit, by the way. I don't dare look. I not dare look at the one. Maybe later on we'll have a look at the other one. So there's the engine there. Okay, let's have a closer look outside for the details, shall we? Before we start off. It's a dirty fucker, Akailat says. It is a dirty fucker. It's a dirty fucker, and it says Southern Cross on it. But look at the seats inside. Let me just adjust my cameraage there. There we go. Now, interestingly enough, it didn't send you the thing on Twitter there. I think the thing I did worked because Streamlabs seems to have reset itself. So can I open the door from the outside and kind of, you know, no, I cannot. So I have to go through the window. Let's have a look through the window. What's in this window? That reminds me of something. In we go. Okay. Yep. Let's look at the door handle here. No, we can't. There is a toilet. Will we go into the toilet? There is a toilet. There is indeed a toilet. There is indeed a toilet in this aircraft. Brilliant. No sink, but there is a crapper, as the Australians would like to say. I think. Yeah. I know I don't know why I'm doing that. It's clean. No, it's not clean, but it's there. So they had a toilet back in the day. What's this? Early 30s, 20s maybe? 2 seats. Yeah. I'm curious. I think they spared us. You know, you only go into the back once, don't you? You know, I'm not really concerned about that. But it's very old school. Look at the old wooden door there. And that goes to the cockpit. And there's some bloke sitting there. So you squeeze in between the 2 seats, obviously. And then you're in the cockpit. Cockpit looks good. Very nice. Oh, you go upstairs. Of course. They loved that back in the day, didn't they? So what's this big area here for then? Is that all the luggage for the 2 passengers? So it's looking good. I'm looking forward to the engine sounds. Let's have a close-up of the engine. See, the very rudimentary engine. Look at that. They've done the inside and everything. Look at that. I like this, folks. I like the way all the bits and pieces are hidden in there. They've done a good job on it. Oh, this is where the good bits coming up. The actual radial engine itself. Oh, that's good detail, isn't it? That's very interesting. Now, I'm really looking close up. It's ridiculous how close up I'm looking. But that, oh, look at that. Look at the detail there. Look at that. That's bizarre. It's bizarre. It's a Sobo. Bizarrely fantastic. I should be an advertiser for them, for Sobo. I really should be. They're very good. They're very cool. You know, Europeans. What can I tell you? They know all. Europeans. Look at the old sticker there. Wow, you can read that. It's in German though. Very impressive. Very efficient German engineering for back in the day. That is really impressive, isn't it, folks? I have to say, that's pretty cool. Karen's on. Karen 1976 is on. Greetings, Karen. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I do. I'm going to check now. I'm going to check just Twitter again. I just want to make sure it's working. There it is. There, you're going to hear me now. If I press play, there we go. All working. I'm very happy with that. A little bit of a delay though, as you can see. Look. There's nothing you can do about that, but I hit the pause button to save bandwidth. So we're looking good. Very impressive. Now, you're not going to be look at that. I mean, from there is as close as you'll really get, isn't it? That looks pretty cool. It's a weird looking airplane, though. The Germans did love their 3 engines, you know, back in those days. Look at the size of that airfoil, folks. Massive. This is not a fast aircraft by any means. I looked up briefly about it. Look at the thickness of the camber of the wing there, the airfoil. So it looks pretty damn good. No complaining here. Oh, there's wires involved. Let me see. If I hit the C button here, activate the screen. Let's see the animation. Oh, that's a... Look at the actual wire. See that? That is pretty cool, isn't it? That is pretty cool. I like. Let's have a look at the tail. There's lots of liveries. There's floats with this, and there's skis. You know, which is nice. There's more wirage. Look at that. Well, look at those wires. Do they actually animate? Hit the C button again. The wires animate. Now, how cool is that? You know, how cool is that? The wires animate. And I can hear it. If I turn this on, I can hear. You may not be able to hear it, but you can hear it at the kind of the moving of the elevator and whatnot. That's pretty cool. So the detail here is really quite interesting. Is that for the rudder there? That wire? No, that's the stability. So you can hear the rudder moving up and down. Let's have a look down here at the linkages here for the rudder. That's really very impressive, isn't it? I could say, if I was to be picky, close up, the graphics look a little bit... Look at the sound, it's brilliant. You know, very close up, it looks a bit rudimentary, but, you know, you got to save frames per second. Well, maybe they'll update that, I don't know, but I don't think it's going to make a difference really for me. I always go really seriously close up. You can see you get a bit of dirty here. Is there any dirt underneath here? Yeah, a little bit of ageism there going on. So yeah, very impressive. Big fat airplane. What is this up at the top of the wing here? Fuel caps, perhaps? Fuel and oil. And a little windscreen to look out. Oh, look here. See, all the wires are on the outside. Look at that. You know, all it takes is a scissors to cut that. You know, and you've no elevator. You know. You can even see the clips here in the engine. Very impressive. See the little clips there? They still have those in the Cessnas here. Well, they should do. They should do. They're to stop the nuts to you know, come out. Those little pins there. They still use those to this day. You see the kind of U-shaped pin there? There's one there. Do you know what I mean? They still have those. That's very impressive. Anyway, there you go. That's FOKKER. We're in Bankstown. We're going to fly around Sydney. And we might land around Sydney somewhere. Is there anyone else with us here at the minute? Probably not, because it's quite late at night, and I don't expect many of you. I might do a quick flight now. There's a lot of people over there. Look at this. Wow. There's a lot of people out and about, folks. Having a look at Australia. Colonel Clink will be with us on Sunday, and we'll be flying the FOKKER. The dirty FOKKER. You know. So, good. Let's have a look at the comments here very quickly before we start the engines. Karen, I'm really well, thanks. Great, Karen. I'm glad you're well. I'll be joining you in a moment, Lonely Ripper says. I've had to restart my sim. That's okay. I'll wait. We got a while. Got to be a nightmare to taxi. We'll find out now, Gadget. FPV. I just call you Gadget. Is that okay? Welcome, Gadget, by the way. Welcome. Fly-by-wire, isn't it really? Literally, it is. Absolutely. Gadget also says it's scary. These control linkages are what I have on my RC models, and that's how they have them in all-line aircraft. They're wires. They're just wires, just like this. The only difference is you don't see them on the outside. You know, you don't see them like this in modern aircraft. They're all hidden inside, and you are flying by wires. Literally, they're all linkages. Now, in the Cessna 150, the 152, and the arrows, all the single engines are all hidden in the airframe. You know, as you know, because you probably wouldn't get into it if you saw them on the outside. So happy days. So I'm interested to see now with all the comments seem to be, thankfully, all the comments seem to be coming into one place. But I got to check that because I have the YouTube window open. Oh no, that's not the YouTube window at all. That's the same window. I'm foolish and unwise. I'm foolish and unwise. So I just want to load the YouTube comments because I don't want to miss out the YouTube people, do I? You will tell me if it goes black, won't you, folks? Let's go to YouTube and watch it. I just want to make sure everything's going well. We're going to go now. We're going to go now. Bear with me. It's going to happen. We're going to start the engines now. No, I did not want that to happen. I did not want that to happen. Now I have the YouTube comments, folks. I have the YouTube comments. I'll just pause it. And I'm going to say hello to the YouTube people here who's watching on YouTube. Lodi Reaper, hello. The Dutch Bagandu. Hi, how are you? I'll have to figure out your name. I know it's a clever acronym for something. Ian Collard's with us as well. William FS again. Do this with the Twin Otter. Not happy with the Twin Otter, folks. I'm not happy. Graham is on. Graham Bolton. Evening Gripper, the detail on this is first class. It is. It's very good. Ian Pollard says, yeah, there's space for a Garmin 3000. There is. Tez is on. YouTube. Ease VD is on. Greetings from Seattle, WA. Is that Western Australia? WA. That's Western Australia, isn't it? Mike Siri. Is this another... Is this the mother of all aircraft? We're going to see now in a second. What's happening here then, Shady says. We're going to start up the engines. We're going to go flying from Bankstown to Sydney. And then we'll take it from there. Hope Producer Buttons is getting paid overtime. Producer Buttons is actually in the living room now, taking a break today. Producer Buttons said she's working very hard yesterday for those treats. So we'll see if she comes in. West Coast USA. Okay, you're in West Coast USA. Okay. Is VD. Great. Let's get the engine started. The sounds I'm interested in. I'm going to turn up the engine sounds for you. Okay. Now, when that's not what I wanted. I'm going to turn up the engine sounds. Do tell me when it's too loud when we're cruising. Okay. I'm going to put it up to about just under 50%. 50 to about there, right? Flying safe. Because when I'm talking, flying the aircraft, you can't hear me, let me know. Okay, cockpit time. Let's get the zoom out here a little bit. Because I want to come outside when the engines are starting. Nice one. Inside now. Fuel. The fuel... up is on. Emergency fuel, shut off, up. So up is on. 1, 2, 3. Let's start them all at once. Now, it'd be very clever for me to have the mixtures up full. I know I'm not doing this part properly, but of course, I have to point out to you, as I would expect for any new aircraft, for Microsoft Flight Simulator, everybody has the checklist. And Asobo have the checklist here, just to show it to you, because this is important for newbies, right? Before starting engine, I just do 1 or 2 of these. Park and brake. Okay, now I have to say the park and brake's actually over here. That's the park and brake there. I noticed that. Okay. Doors closed and locked. Yeah. So it shows us the doors are closed and locked. Flight controls. So it brings you in. Now, I don't know why it brings us here. Battery. Now I did notice actually it's not lighting them up. Do you know the way when you have the checklist it kind of highlights it? It brings you to the area. So there's the master on. I put the... There, US. Okay, all the masters are on and the generators are on. You know, usually it lights them up. Maybe they'll update that. I don't know why they didn't. Strobe light switches. They're here. Strobe light there, and I can't see what read that was. Fuel valves. Oh, don't Sobo let this happen. Carpet. Yeah, there's the carpet there. Great. Throttles mixture. Okay, they're on. I'll just go to the next one just to show you. Engine Masters 3. Great. So it doesn't highlight it for some reason. I'm hoping that they'll update that. You see, I don't like when they do that. Do you know? But it's good enough. You know, you can see it quite plainly. But can you? Not really. Not for a newbie, no. So the Engine Masters, I would feel... Engine Master 3 on, which is... Master is where? There it is. So I think this one should be highlighted. Do you know what I mean? So... I don't know what's going on there, folks. Anyway, that's the first thing I always check. Anyway, I'm going to do this manually. I'm going to start the left engine 1 first. I want to make sure the magnetos are on both. I'm using the mouse wheel here. Go on. Oh, come on. There we go, on both. And engine start is here. I can prime it. Can't hear any sounds though. But when I start the engine, I'm going to be looking at it at the same time. Do you know what I mean? There it is there. So, tell you what I'll do. I'll start it and pop outside. Right, you ready? That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It started very easily. Oh, that sound. That sound, I have to say, is really very good. Did start up very quickly though. I prefer a few, just a 1 or 2 turns. Let's start the middle engine. Oh, middle engine on both mags, please. We want this on here. Not there, and start. Oh no, sorry, I switched. Oh, wrong switch. This one for this one here. Okay, sorry. Boom. Oh, that's the wrong button. See, I'm doing it from far away. Excellent sounds, folks. Excellent sounds. I'm very pleased. And next engine now, engine number 3. Get the... Yep, that there. Magnetos. On both. Prime. And start. Look here. No, wrong button. I can hear the engine behind, and I can hear all 3. It's really good. Wow, and I turn my head, folks. They've got this weird surround thing going on. This is such a difference from the... It's so different from the Otter. The Otter was just appalling. This is what it should sound like. This is what we want. It's got that spatial... Let me go outside here. It's got that spatial thing. Now, I don't know what kind of speakers you're listening through. But as I move around, it's changing the sound. This is what Asobo have mastered. Oh, that took us outside, folks. So it's a different sound here as I go around the aircraft. Wow, I hear all sorts of cool tones, folks. Really very impressive. You could do it a bit more detail on the wheel in all fairness. But that's very impressive. I hope you can all hear me. Wow. I can hear this engine here. Isn't that really impressive? I'd love to see a little bit of shaking in the engine if I were to be fussy. A little bit of waddling around. You know, I would like that. Well, let's see when we take off. That's very impressive, I have to say. Who's with us? Lonely Reaper's there. In the yak. So let's fly to Sydney, folks. Let's fly to Sydney. Let me just adjust the camera because we're going to hop out again shortly. Oh, wow. That is just a pleasure. You see, the sounds, like I always go on about it, the sounds are so important. This really brings me into... I'm flying an old airplane now. This is just incredible. It's bizarre. It really is. It really is absolutely bizarre. Is there an autopilot? I doubt it. Is there? Is there? No, couldn't be. Let me have a look, see if there's an autopilot. It'll take the workload off me. That's an ADF. That's my radio stack. That is the transponder. It's worth a try. You know, I don't expect them to have an autopilot. I just have to hand fly it. But the sounds are really impressive. They really are very impressive. Karen is saying, after the Otter yesterday, the difference is phenomenal. Yeah, I was streaming the Otter yesterday, and the sounds are just appalling. Absolutely shocking. They do have their excuses. Karen thinks them, and look, I'm not taking any excuses. Don't release it until it's ready, I say. That's some fucker, says Joey Mac. Joey Max is here. On YouTube, part 121. It's possible to get the passenger cabin. Is it possible to get to the passenger cabin? Yes, it is. I'll tease is saying that put a smile on my face. It sounds really impressive. I can't get over it. That's like, I've never seen anything like that in a flight simulator. That is so impressive. And I've said it back in the X-Plane day. I'm going to show you the back now. Part 121. The sounds are so important on Flight Simulator. It just brings you into the immersion. And only Asobo have started, and before them a few developers kind of got into it, and all fairness to them. It's only in recent years I feel that the sound has been paid any attention to. You know? That's the toilet. I know I've been here already. It's just someone's ass. So I thought, there's the toilet if you want to have a look in there. That's all very nice. Don't like the smell. In this version, there's 2 seats for some reason. What's under here, though? What's that for? That space for? Is that for luggage? Is there a door on the other side? Is it for fuel, maybe? Maybe this is... Oh, this is the one that went... this is the long haul one, isn't it? For that big trip. So that's fuel, I'd say, in there. And most certainly. And we're back at the cockpit here. That sound is very impressive. You know, if you've got a better headset or good stereo sound, you're in for a treat, folks. Let's take off. Let's go. Now, direction towards Sydney. I just wing it. Yes. Okay, park and brake off. Brakes on. Let's get the control column back. How did I? There we go. Yeah. And let's just go for a runway. Props forward. Right, did you hear that change in tone? Listen, I'm going to take the props back here. Let me get you my my control input here. You want to see what I'm doing here with the controls. That is bizarre. I just want to show you that. Where's the camera thing here? Now. Props, have a listen. Turn up your volume. I just want a bit of power. Now have a listen for the props. Wow, those sounds are incredible. They're incredible. That is way, way, way incredible. Okay, let's taxi. Just for the sounds alone. Do you know? Oh, it's differential braking for the steering. It's differential braking. Yeah, so you've got to... you got to brake. How am I going to get out of here? So I'm braking in one and not in the other. Or maybe if I... Yeah, you gotta brake one wheel and not the other. Interesting to taxi. I have flown aircraft that I just can't get over the sound. I have flown aircraft that you gotta use the differential braking. Really old school ones. And it's interesting. Let's get some I don't know where I'm going, folks. Oh, up this way. Oh, don't prop strike. Of course, I'm flying a tail dragger, folks. That was close. That was very close. We'll taxi up to the top here where escape is. All the way up. Let's have a look at this outside where we're taxiing. I'm gonna hit this. God. Oh, I have to activate the screen here. I have to activate the screen. Showcase view. Hit the C button. I'm going a little bit too fast there, I think. There we go. Oh, I'm all over the shop here, folks. We'll just have to go inside. I try to control. It's very hard to control it from the outside because you've got to press. Anyway, okay, very exciting. Very exciting. Difficult to taxi. This is not a giveaway by any means, folks. Let's see if I concentrate, if I can get up here to the top of the runway here at Bankstown in Sydney. Wow, that's hard. I'm just... You can't see my rudder pedals. But, you know... What is this here? What is this? That looks very strange. I don't think the scenery's loaded in. Oh! That looks a bit odd. I'm gonna just go to a halt here for a moment. Easy with those brakes. Wow. What's this? No. What's that over there? Let me just zoom over here. Yeah, no. No, I thought this was a fancy airport, folks. Bankstown, no? All the buildings are white. Did you notice that? That does not look very pleasing to me. Yeah. I don't know what's going on there. It could be me. It maybe it's just a bug. I don't know, but we'll just ignore that for the moment. Anyway. Yeah, the textures... I was just thinking to myself, the textures aren't the best. And they were all very proud. You know, they're very proud of, you know, it's going to be like a museum, a digital museum and stuff. I was just about to say I'd forgive the textures for the sound there. I didn't want to... I just didn't think to bring it up. Is it something that I haven't done? You know, but there's the textures there for the wheel there. They're not... That's good. Here. Well, that says Orbex. O-R-B-X. See that? Is this Orbex's work? Is this the work of Orbex? But I'm going to forgive them for that for the moment. The outside textures are horrific for the buildings, though. Is that Orbex work? Are they doing it to us again? Are we being, you know... Oh, come on, this is going to be tough to take off, folks, at the taxiing. Lots of power. Differential braking only. There we go. I missed the exit there. Oh, I'll follow Follow my friend there. There we go. It's tough to taxi. A little bit of skill is required. You got to keep it moving. You got to keep it moving. So when you slow down one wheel, you know, the whole thing will stop. Yeah, the texts at the airport are terrible. I'm pretty sure. Here we go. I think a right turn here. Thank you very much for giving me some space there. I'm gonna, hopefully I'll get an escort. I'm gonna take off the right runway. There's Johnny F at the end of the runway. Go on, on. Back in the stick there. Oh, easy, easy, Gripperson. Easy. There's no flaps in this. Okay. Go on. Okay, folks. Are we ready? Full power. We're going to go. Did you remember to delete the cache? Do you have to delete the cache? No, I didn't delete the cache. Full power. Back of the stick. Now the rudder's going to kick in. Oh, that went up way too quick for me. That one just went up in the air. Wow. Well, it is a big wing. That is quite interesting. I'm not getting the views. Thought I would. You see off in the distance there? I don't like that. I'm going to take a right turn towards Sydney. And we're going to probably land at Sydney Airport. Need a little bit of rudder with this. Where is the trim wheel on the actual aircraft? There it is, there in between the seats. That's the trim wheel just there. Yeah, it's not loading very well. I don't know. Are we in real world weather? Let's get the real world weather up here. Pretty sure it's real world weather. Yeah, real world weather. Now this is not a fast aircraft, so I'm going to leave it on full power. But it's very stable, you know? It's very stable. It's not like yesterday with the Otter. It was like flying a Cessna or something. And you would expect it to be quite stable. You know, I can hop outside now without it going all over the place. Look at that massive wing. And, you know, with those three big monstrous engines, look at that. There's only Reaper and the yak behind us there. So it's very stable, and I would expect that with this big monstrosity of a wing. Very impressive with the sound. I don't like the draw distance of the scenery. You know, it looks fine here. But the draw distance, say, around about here, it looks a little bit odd. And I haven't changed my graphic settings. Maybe it's, you know, updates. There's always bugs in the updates. I'll just put it down to that. Also, I could say the dirt in the window here. No. And where's all the scratches on the window that you know? Yeah, where are all the scratches on the window you could see with the sun glinting in it and stuff? It's like there's no window here at all. So, yeah, the textures, you're right. The textures aren't the best. They are old school textures. Bugger. You know, what's going on here? The engines look fab. See here? I'm only going to presume it's my settings. Why is there Orbex on the pedals? What is this? What does this say? Is this... If that's an Orbex have been involved in this, I'm a little bit worried now. Let's trim forward a little bit. The sounds are just incredible though. If you were floating in midair on the runway as if there's a scenery issue. Was I floating in the runway? Could be a scenery issue. Tyler's saying there, from what I understand, Asobo updates the 3D models with the updates. This means that you might have conflicting models for scenery. Just delete and create the cache file. Just delete and create a cache file. Okay. I can't do that now. Your sim is definitely off. Looks much better here. Okay. So, you think it's removed the cache. Okay. I will do this. I heard a bing bing. Did I hear a bing bing there? Oh yes, I did hear a bing bing. Fullman Delhi Day followed. Welcome. I'll call you Fullman if that's okay. Fullman, thank you very much for following. If you're new to this, probably you are new. You're probably in Australia. What time is it in Sydney? What's my phone? Hey Siri, what time is it in Sydney? That's pretty cool. Okay. Sydney is probably all Washington was 10:30 in the morning. So yeah, it could be something like cache. It could indeed be just that. Let's hop the cockpit here and let's get down. I'm going to make this a short one because I got some work to do. But I'm glad that the oh, we fly around Sydney, damn it. I'm glad the Twitch is working, folks. So I'll have to remove the cache and add it again. Yeah, it's off. It's see out here, it's all off. So maybe it's me and the sim here with all this kind of stuff I'm giving out about. Let's get on a little bit of let's see what it looks like at night time. Okay, okay. Okay. I've got my lights on. I don't know if there's any lights inside this aircraft. So, yeah, nighttime's fine. I just have to find the switches for nighttime. Let's get the golden hour going here. There we go. I may make a video of this if I get to see. Yeah, the scenery's awful. There's definitely, you're right. There's something out with my sim. I thought it would be fine, you know. I thought it would be fine, but it's very impressive. The aircraft doesn't seem to... It's very smooth. It doesn't seem to be slowing down the frame rates at all. I'm tied for 30 FPS anyway, because it will stream much better at 30 FPS. But the props themselves, the looking of the props, I would say... Now, this is a guess. Well, is it really a guess? Because I would say Orbex has designed the graphics for the plane, for the aircraft. Yeah, and that's why we're getting poor graphics inside. Asobo did the engines and the sound. Look at the traffic. That's what I'm saying. And if that's true, I'm really getting disappointed with Orbex. You see, the thing with this aircraft is your view is completely obscured. You know? Your view is very, very much obscured. I'm practically gliding here. I'm practically gliding. So let's go under the bridge, shall we? But the props look fantastic. And if I change the pitch now, watch. The sound changes and the props. See the way they change there? Is that Darling Harbour up there? No, that's not Darling Harbour. We're going to go under the bridge. Can we go under the bridge, folks? Can we? The flags aren't fluttering at all. That's you know, that's easy done. Okay, no harm there. There's the Sydney Opera House there, folks. Let's get some power in. Let's get it trimmed, and let's have a look at the city there. I'll just straighten it up a little bit. I'll declutter so you can see all the scenery. Get that off there. Let's have a look. This hotel went up the second time I went to Australia, which ruined a lot of the views. You see, rich people get to ruin everything, don't they? That's an awful monstrosity in Sydney. But this looks okay from here. Oh, okay. Oh, no. No. Some buildings look well. You know, some buildings look quite well, some do not. There's the, what I call Centre Point Tower. It used to be, there is that fantastic building there. A little bit more work should be done in here, folks. There's one or two buildings. See, Orbex did this already. And now is it gone, it's got worse again. Has it? You know, maybe it's just my setup. Right, we're going to stall now in a minute. I'll do a video on this. I will see. See, that building there looks pretty good. Let me detach from the aircraft here, and we'll have a look. First time chat from Damon. I think they dubbed down the graphics again, like they did when the Xbox first came aboard. Yeah. Okay, let's separate from the aircraft here. Now, again, it could be me. I may have to remove the cache, so I'm not going to go bitching. But still, it still looks fantastic. Now we know I have issues straight off the bat. But I mean, you know, how often do you come in here like this? Do you know, I'm not complaining here at all. Actually, looks pretty good. I recognise some of these buildings from my time. This looks fantastic. Westfield Centre, isn't it? I had one or two dinners up there, one or two dates up there. It revolves around. That's Orbex, all right. Yeah, that's Orbex. That bit is a Sobo there. It's like they're working together, and they are. This looks very good here. That looks very good. And down there is Georgia Street. Westfield. Yeah, it looks pretty good. There was another building I recognise. Oh. Stutter. There's the parks. There's the old church there. Yeah, it's pretty good. Where's Darling Harbour now? Let me see if I can find my way around. Is that King's Cross Station over there? This is Darling Harbour here. Darling Harbour is... I actually worked here in Darling Harbour in 1988, I think it was, in Flour Mill. And I remember crossing... Was it this bridge here? Anyway, it was a bridge somewhere. No, it was down here. Anyway, there's a flour mill here. It used to be a flour mill. And it was really shit. It looked... It was, you know... It was, what? Hang on. Orbex, come on. That's... Is that Orbex? Maybe it's me. I'm not going to complain. I'll delete the cache. But this is the Darling Harbour area. And Orbex have they copped out here? Or I think I'm having problems with my scenery. I'm going to put it down to that because I'll do a quick review. I think that... Anyway, that's Darling Harbour. It's a very nice, amazing place. Very nice. But, you know, you're going to be flying around here, aren't you? You're not going to get any lower than that. Have I crashed the aircraft, folks? We're going to go to Sydney International Airport, which is over this way. And we're going to see if we can land. I might do 2 circuits. Is that the train station there? Yeah, it's Sydney. I don't know. There's something missing. Is it just the weather? It's my graphics. It's my graphics. It's my graphics. It's a bug. So let's land. Let's see if I can land. Where am I? Let's see if I can land. So I'm delighted it's all working. We might go somewhere else. I got 75 viewers here, folks. You know, do you want me to keep going? Do you want me to go somewhere else? Because this was a test stream to make sure everything was working after the last time. After Sunday, what happened there with Twitch. If you just joined us, we stream on Sundays at 2100 hours Irish UK time. And for the last few weeks, intermittently, when you were watching on Twitch, the screen would just be black with the sound. So I think I fixed that. I think I fixed it. What does removing the cache do? I think it removes all the old scenery. I'm guessing. I have never had to remove the cache before. But it makes it go fast. I'm not going to talk about it now because I'm trying to find the airport. I think that's it dead ahead. The fly overhead. My graphics are it. Maybe I'll save my energy for tomorrow when I get this sorted out. So you guys are convinced that it's my cache. Are you all convinced? Yeah? Okay, I need to remove Orbex Sydney. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Thank you, Johnny F. Let's have a look here at... I did, Mike. I downloaded everything from the marketplace as well. Restart with decent graphics. Okay. Okay. I might come back on tomorrow night. Or after work. You know, maybe, you know, we'll see. 6 o'clock or so. So where is the airport? Very hard, very poor visibility out of this aircraft. Very, very difficult to see. Probably right overhead now, I would imagine. There we are. We're on a left downwind for that runway there. There's a jet there about to take off. And we're at Kingston now. Now I'll hop out for a second. Let's get some viewage in here, folks. Reset the cam. There we, oh, there's a few runways here, of course. I haven't flown around Sydney for quite some time. So, you know, I fixed that scenery issue there. But I have to tell you, right, before we land, the props and the sound make it for me, the way the props, the visuals and the props, it looks stunning. It really does. Yeah, but there's definitely an issue there with Orbex scenery. It's all white, you see that? That's not right. Well, that's me. That's not them. That ain't them. I know. I know. Gripsim's done it again. Beautiful buttons has to come back in. So let's start descending for runway, it looks like 07 there, is it? Okay. Props fully forward, they are already. All the power's back. Let's start slowing down. There's no flaps to speak of. And if I can make this landing a nice one, the first go... Oh, don't forget to record the landing. Let's record the landing before we call it a day. I'm going to record the landing for you. Recording has begun. The recording has begun. I'm going to give myself lots of space. Oh, COVID sneeze. Yep. Must be. Must be. The cache preloads the weather, okay? Sorry, the cache preloads the scenery, so it doesn't have to go on the web, isn't it? Are we going to see? I can't see the speed there. I'm going 60 now. I'm hoping to. I'm turning around to the airport, but of course my vision isn't the best. This up there, folks, very easily. There's the runway. There's the runway. Let's get on it. This is being recorded. The aircraft does feel like it's slow, cumbersome, you know. It does feel like that. I've got to do huge movements in the control column to get it where I want. Oh, 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 oh. I've got to use a bit of rudder here, folks. Get that. Get into the center of the runway. The world is watching. Yeah, I went after the landing, and after I've shown you the recording of the landing, I'll call it a night, and I'll get the graphics fixed, and I'll be back tomorrow and might make a video. But I do like the props. The sounds are fantastic. They really are. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's hard to keep it on the center line. You know, it's not an easy aircraft to fly. It's very, very different to what you would expect. Very different. Oh, am I stalling here? What's going on here? Oh, all the way back at the control column. This is not good. I'm almost out of control here. I think I need to keep some power on. I wanted to make a 3-pointer. This is hard. This is very hard. I've got full rearward deflection, adding a bit of power. Stalling now, I'd say. Big bounce. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Power off. Am I on the 2 wheels? No. Oh. Oh, it's very interesting. Very interesting. And I think we're down. I won't dare touch the brakes for a bit. Just pull off at the next exit. Looking for the next exit to the left. Keep that stick all the way back, otherwise you're going to nose over. Like I almost am here. And you'll see now when I show you the replay here how difficult that was for me. Braking on the left only. Add some power to get off. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I'll have fun making a video out of this, folks. I will have fun. So the FOKKER, yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. My first impressions are absolutely brilliant. Not too sure about some of the graphics inside, but I forgive the graphics for the sound. Do you know what I mean? The sound is just made me forgive the graphics. They're not the best, but it could be me. It could be the way my machine's set up. Maybe I didn't install it correctly. There's that brake there. Brakes are on. Now you've got everything. You've got your this is the retro version. You've got your radio. You've got your ADF. You've got your ILS. All the kind of stuff you'll need for IR flying. And it's simple enough to fly and get the engine started. You know, a bit more to figure out, I would imagine. It's not exactly study level, but that's fine. That's not active yet. What's that for? Yeah, lots of stuff to figure out here. But you know, I'm overall I'm quite impressed with it. Now let's have a look at the replay, shall we? The replay of my first landing of the FOKKER, of the dirty FOKKER. Stop recording. I use Flight Recorder, by the way. Let's go to the replay. Let's pause it and just save us some time. About here. I'll have fun making a video in this. Most certainly. The best view. Let's see what side will I show it from here, perhaps. Okay, let's start the replay. Let's see what's going on here. So I had a bit of trouble, and I wasn't too sure of the speed. Wasn't too sure of the speed at all. I'm interested to see how the wheels react now. You know, I'm interested in to see the suspension if there is any. Now I think I may have bounced first. There's me adding power. I had all full deflection, and I went up again. It does fly very, very slowly. Here we come. I'm coming down here and had full deflection of the tail. Look at the tail. Full deflection of the tail. Adding power to arrest the rate of descent. Boom. Bit of a bounce there, as I suspected. It's hard to land. And then goes the tail down there again. So, is it on the actual... Yeah, it's on the wheels there. The wheels are on the ground, folks. So I'll do what you said there. I'll remove the Orbeck scenery and I'll delete the cache. And I'll come back and make sure everything's good. You can see it. I'm going to brake here now in a minute. Wait till you see the tail go up. See the tail going up? That's me braking too much. You're going to keep the control column back on the tail. Otherwise you'll flip over. And we're going to have a lot of fun watching people do that on Sunday stream. So yeah, there you go, folks. I'm glad Twitch is working again, and thanks for coming to watch. Or let's just see what you say. Let's see if you want to see some more. You know? How does it compare to the Junkers? Good question, Joey Mac. It's actually not got a patch in the Junkers. I'll say that straight. Good question. It doesn't... No, it's not a patch to the Junkers. I'll tell you why. Look, see, it could be me. I've got to sort out my graphics here. You see, look at the wheel there. What? You know? But at the same time, the engines are stunning. So who did the engines? And who did the wheels? Do you know? You see, the Junkers, this close in, it wouldn't be so 2004-ish, in all fairness, and someone made that point earlier on, but the engines are stunning. So one person did one thing, it looks like, and someone else did the other thing. I'm guessing. There's a heat balloon there. But still, what was it, 16 quid? But still, I don't want a Sobo to slip that quality. That looks quite good there. You know? Now that kind of metal... I don't know. I'll have to fly it a bit more. But the sounds are just brilliant. They really are. Let's see what it sounds like when I shut it down, shall we? Let's see what it sounds like when I shut it down. I'll give you one last blast of the sound, listen. That's just adding the power. And then the props. So I'm adding a bit of power. I'm going to change the props now. You can the sounds all the way around, 3D sounds, stunning. And I love the way when you change the props, it changes the sound. Oh, I haven't got to see. I haven't got it activated. That's why. Stunning. I think at this aircraft, the engines are the star, aren't they? The engines are most certainly the star of this aircraft. Props fully forward. Brilliant. And the props back. And let's shut down one set. That's pretty cool. And the other two? Yeah, I would prefer it a little bit more rolling when they shut it down. I don't know, the real engines probably do that. It's like the Rotex engines, God knows. I can hear the tick, 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 tick of the engine's cooling down. But it's pretty impressive. I'm quite pleased with it. What do you think, folks? That's my first impressions. It's really a test stream. Unless you want me to do some more. Always happy for more Gripper Sim, Johnny F73. I'd love to see more Gripper Sim. Okay, we'll do a bit more. Right? We'll do a bit more. You've convinced me. Let's go somewhere else. But you see, I'd like to fix my graphics, you know. Oh, of course, there's accepted there. So let's go somewhere else in Australia. Let's just declutter here my face just for the moment. If I may, I'll stay with you a little bit longer. I'll stay a little bit longer. Where's my cameras here? Boom and boom. just so you can see the menus. So we're going to go to the main menu. Where else could we go in Australia? Very, very big country. It's just a ginormous country. It really is. So I'm looking forward to seeing Colonel Klink's flight plan, folks. Okay, so maybe we'll change the aircraft for flying as well. Why, but okay, Davo. Davo, you're from Australia, aren't you? They've done my home. Okay, my home airfield. Oh, great. Yeah, I thought Davo you were in Australia. Okay, great. So we're going to Yankee Bravo. Why, bud? Why, bud? Should it be Why Fosters? Oh. Yes, more. Okay, everyone wants more. Fall Fendex. I didn't put it in the announcements because it was actually a test stream. It's really a test stream. That's what it was supposed to be. Now, we are going to YBUD Bundaberg in Queensland. So we'll fly quite a bit from Brisbane. So we're going to Davos House, folks. Will we take the same aircraft? We'll take we'll try a different one. Let's try one with do they come with floats? I thought they came with floats. They do. It comes with floats. But no, it's not as good as the JU-52. I'm not going to fly that again now. I have to think about it, really. Floats. Let's try this one here. Let's have a look at the liveries. Livery, that's fine. And we'll go down to we'll make a little bit of a flight plan, folks. How long is that going to take? So I'd like to go to, is that Fraser Island? No, it's not, is it? No, it's up further, isn't it? Is that Fraser Island? That looks like Fraser Island to me, folks. Am I right there, Davo? Is that Fraser Island? Yeah, we'll go to a custom one after Davos home airfield there. That's what we'll do. So I'll just put in a waypoint. Can I put in a waypoint here? You can land on the beach. I landed on the beach in Fraser Island, so we'll put this as our destination. And we'll fly down the coast there. It'll take 38 minutes, and then we'll go somewhere else. We'll go to one of the other airports. Davo's a long time viewer, so we're gonna he was first, and we're gonna please Davo. Davo should be pleased. Let's go. It stuffs up the surfing for us, says Davo. And do you surf, Davo? Obviously you do. Of course you'd surf. This, I believe, is one of the... You see, my graphics aren't the best today, folks, for some reason. I'll tell you what I'll do, okay? Very quickly. I'm going to have a look at my graphic settings, because it doesn't take any amount of time to change those. Let's just check they haven't been changed. You know, they're fine. Let's go high end and see how that gives us. See if that makes any changes. I don't know if I can delete the cache. Does that look a bit better? Oh, great. Great. Now, I don't have FX Realistic on here at all, by the way. Of course, the mixers are all the way down. So I've disabled FX Realistic. And the sounds are absolutely superb. Or have I? No, it's actually on now. No, it is on. That's fine. Okay, let's start this puppy up. Oh, this is very rudimentary. This is a bit What the hell? This is very old school, folks. Those are the power levers. I've got the mixtures up, but where are the mixtures? What is that noise? Jeepers, that's frightening the bejesus out of me. This... What? Good God. So this is old school, folks. This is not a retrofit. This is the original. Yeah, this compass here, interesting. I have one of those in our airfield here in Newcastle in Ireland. I'm trying to buy it off them. Let's push the magnetos on at least. What? Yeah, I don't like the graphics aren't the best, are they? Why can't I put the magnetos on? Oh, this here is pointing to what it is. Okay, I thought it was the other way around. So that's on, and number 1, number 2, number 3 is on. I have the mixtures fully forward, the props, and those are just the power levers. So, how do I start it up? Oh, right. Right. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Do you even... Oh, they don't even move. They don't move at all. Oh, they do. That starts up the engine. Board said, can I not change the tanks to on? Not happy. This is very basic. Oh, you can. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I'm clicking over here and something else. That's clicking there. This one won't click. That's very strange. Oh, it's a bit too easy. Oh! Oh! Oh, there's no brakes. I'm out of my comfort level here now, folks. I'm outside the comfort level. Okay, let's just get my view sorted out here. Control 1. What's going on with my views? Holy cow. What is going on here, folks? Okay, so camera. Reset position in the cockpit, thank you. We've got all engines started. Okay, of course, back in the day, they'd hardly be feathered props now, would they? Do you know, the fuel is on or off, they wouldn't be in any way sufficient, so I'd say it's very basic. But just to pull that engine to you just turn on the magnetos and switch it on like that is really? Okay, fair enough. Let's just sit down a little bit lower and let's go. Full power. Back of the stick. Differential braking. Lots of rudder. I hope you can hear me. Let me know if you can't hear me. Now, it's not taking off this time is easy. At all. Yeah, this is a bit more like it. Now, that was a bit more like it. That's not as powerful as it was before. I'm going to switch off. I don't think these guys aren't really in the game here. It had too much ground effect noise. You hear the engines now? Yeah. No instruments whatsoever. Zero instruments. Let's have a look outside. Oh, this looks very, oh. Is this a bit better now? With regards to the graphics. Of course, I was taking off at floats. So I effectively dragged that off the runway. I dragged it off the runway, scraping the floats. That looks fine. I'm not complaining there. I'm not complaining now with the graphics here. You know, that's pretty good. You know, it's all dirty, worn. Look, top of the floats. We're going to land in the lake here, on the river here somewhere. That looks pretty good. I'm impressed with that now. You know, I know you might say it looks like Orbex did that. I'm not going to complain too much about the graphics. Oh, and here is interesting. Those are big fuel tanks, obviously. That's very interesting inside, folks. I wouldn't like to be a passenger at the moment. No smoking on board this flight. Okay, am I recording? Let's have a look and see if I get the recorder going. I'm starting the recording now. And we're going to land on that river. Is this glove box open? It does something. Set to remove chocks. Okay. Is the compass working? Yes, it is working. Old school compass appears to be working. Very hard to see it. Very rudimentary. Very, very rudimentary altogether. Where's the trim wheel in the actual aircraft? I don't know where the trim wheel is, folks. A little bit. Look at the wooden seats, you know. Hilarious. What is the name of this river? So, from the airfield, head northeast and follow the river to the ocean. Oh, I see it there. Okay, it's winding all the way down to the ocean. It's very different flying this now. Now, and this model, the wood on the wheel noticeably looks a bit better. Not too sure about the metal bit here, though. It's like... It's not as good as the FOKKER, the graphics. It's like... And I don't know this for sure, but I'm guessing that Orbex had something to do with this. I got such sloppy graphics. You know... the graphics aren't as good as the FOKKER. For sure. It's not like, wow, look at the cockpit. It's like... old, but the engines are great. I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. Maybe it's the mood I'm in. Okay, all the power's off. So how do we... I've no flaps. I'm just going to pop it down here as we're flying. And look for... Okay, let's just see if we can pop it down here. If I don't run out of river. Come on, come on. Come on. Keep it straight. I'll just stall it. I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to keep flying until it runs out of gumph. Now I have to use the rudders now. I'm losing authority in the ailerons. Oh, ran out of authority there. Okay. Okay. Where's the wake The wake isn't very good, is it? You know? Let's turn on, let's turn on some FS Realistic here.
FS Realistic connected.
Pops up and down nicely. But I think... well, that looks okay. It's just a notch below what I would expect, you know, after the graphics are just, except for the engines, the graphics are just a notch below what I would have expected. If I'm wrong, fair enough. The detail, you know, is that an exhaust going over the top of the wing? Let's take off. Let us take off in the ocean. Come on, mouse. Oh, I heard a bing bing. We have, oh dear. Oh dear. I'm gonna crash into the trees. Don't want that to happen. We have, Chavs Cat 2022 followed. Is it Chavs Cat? Chavs Cat, welcome. Welcome to the madness. Let's take off. I'm amazed I took off from the runway with no gear. I mean, there's no gear lever on this. I'm quite amazed I took off the runway. I shouldn't have been able to take off the runway. Okay, off we go. Come on. Oh, I like that. It's bouncing and doing all sorts of stuff. I like that. We're off. Let's trim those up. Let's have a look at the replay of the landing as well as the takeoff. Let's do that. So let's stop the recording, replay, pause the replay. Let's have a look at our landing. Let's hop outside. Come on, computer. It's very difficult with two screens on this. Yeah, the graphics from here look brilliant, don't they? In all fairness, though, that it does. You know. But after the other one they did, I was expecting a little bit more from the graphics. Now, I want to see a little bit of splashy here, please. Where's all the... Maybe it doesn't work in the rivers. Interesting. Let's see the takeoff. Resume replay. I'm just looking for the effects on the actual from the water on the floats. A little bit disappointed there. I thought they really made. I'm sure I saw that much better before. Let's stop the replay and let's get back to the cockpit. And you wanted to see some of the other airports. Davo, I don't know if we're going to get to your house, but floods the entire town occasionally. Oh, the river floods the town occasionally. Bummer. But I do like the handling. It is. If you see my control movements here on the screen, I have a lot to do, you know, and it's not instant, it takes a bit, so it's really hands-on. Let me just the camera so you can see that better. There we go. So you can see I'm doing a lot here, and you see that? It's a real lot of input required. Let's have a look at Fraser Island. Very quickly. Let's do a bit of cheating. We said Fraser Island is down here now. Am I going north or south or what? I hope I'm going south. Please be going south. There it is. There's Fraser Island, folks. Is that Fraser Island? No, that's part of the... It is the island, yeah. I flew to Fraser Island. That's that long beach there. I'm just guessing, David. Tell me if that's not Fraser Island. Because we did land on the beach. Maybe it isn't Fraser Island. I would swear it is, though. Twice I went to Fraser Island. It definitely looks like the sand dunes and all that kind of stuff are there. Do you know it really does? Oh, here comes the producer buttons. Troubles afoot, folks. Let's see if it's any better landing on the sea. It is, Damos. It is Fraser Island. Yeah, Fraser Island. If you're going to Australia, Fraser Island's interesting. At the time, there was no sealed roads. When I went first in like 1988 or something, there was no sealed roads, and you could hire a jeep and drive all over the island, and you're just in the middle of nowhere. Dingoes roaming around. There was camping sites and stuff. Now they have some sealed roads and little hotels, fancy hotels, which kind of, in my view, takes away from it. But let's just see the effects. I want to see, maybe it's just the river effects aren't the best for landing, but it is that beach. You could drive all the way up that beach. I don't know if it's the sea rising or whatnot, but you could drive all the way up that beach. It'd take a day or two. You know, stopping and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I had a bizarre time. It's not somewhere you'd want to walk around at night. It's just spooky. And I was camping with my girlfriend all the way back. All the way. Oh, sorry. Splashy, splash, splash. Anyway, I was walking. I was driving with a jeep with my girlfriend at the time. We're gonna have a little recording of that. And all of a sudden, this German girl appears out of the blue, out of the bushes, and it was just before dark. She was walking around the island herself. Bizarre things happen. So let's have a quick look at that landing. What's going on with the effects? I thought they had not nailed with the water effects when you're landing. Let us have a look at that replay very quickly, and we'll go to one. Pick one new airfield in Australia, and then we'll call it quits. No, I don't want FS realistic. I want the recorder, please. No. That one. Stop recording. Oh, I didn't record it. I didn't record it, sorry folks. Let's see if I can take off this view. Come on. Activate the screen first with the mouse, then hit the C button, and then we have control. There we go. Nope. There we go. Oh, into the trees. Brilliant. Now we go for it. Full left rudder. Oh, there we go. Maybe a bit of splashdown here. Yeah, there's no effects there. It's a pity, I thought they had that nailed. So there we go. So airport. Dava says that he lived in Perth for a while. Perth's very nice. So let's have a look at one of these fancy airports before we go. Let's go to the main menu. I can't guarantee it's going to be good because I think I have to delete my cache. I've got to figure out what went wrong with my graphics because they're not as good as they should be. Maybe delete all the Orbex old stuff, which I paid for. I paid for that. Oh, Marketplace currently unavailable down. That's did you see that before, folks? What's that about? You know what's going on there? Okay, let's have a look at one of these airfields. Quite a few here, right? There's quite a lot going down in Tasmania. We also have lots of points of interest. That is Adelaide International. That would be a winner. What about Perth? Perth Airport is... I flew into Perth Airport and it was so quiet and cool and organised and chill. Is that Perth? No, that's not a star though, is it? I want an airport with a star on it. Sorry for that sound there, folks. We have been joined by Producer Buttons, who's kicking off. Greetings, Producer Buttons. I hope you're well. Yep. What's this here? I can't even pronounce that. So that's when they're... why didn't they do Perth? You know? What at this one here looks interesting. Okay, we'll try this one. We'll just have a look at this airport now. That's got a star on it. We'll set that as departure. And we'll hit the fly button. Just have a look at this airport very quickly. Producer Buttons is kicking off. Aren't you producer? I can't get the camera angle. Can't get the camera angle. Why don't you sit over here? You want to say hello to everyone, Producer Buttons, is it? Do you want to come over here? Sit there. No? Where's Producer Buttons? Look up at me. Yep. The producer of the show, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are. Now, I have a feeling if they're all white again, if all the buildings are white again, I think there's something, a bit of work I've got to do. No, they're not. Okay. Very simple airport here, obviously. Very simple airport. Some buildings there across the road. Harris Museum. Oh, look at this! I haven't seen one of these before. This is that a Grumman Goose? That looks kind of interesting, does it not? Very interesting. Is that a hint of what's to come, folks? Is that a hint of what's to come? I wonder. I do wonder. Yeah. I'll have that. Hangars here. Lots of stuff going on. Yeah, very nice. Look at the details of this truck or this crane here. Quite detailed. Oh, lots of detail here. Qantas are sitting there in the corner. Very nice. So this is pretty. There's a truck driving there. You can go into the hangar. That's very detailed indeed. We can also go into the tower. If I can get my... Very nice. What's up, Producer Buttons? Yeah, very nice. That's pretty cool. So the airports I can only take from this. Very highly detailed. No complaints here. So I think it's my Sydney scenery. I have to delete the old Orbeck scenery, which I paid for because they've done the update now. So that's pretty good. There is someone in the... Let's declutter here. I think some of the peeps have followed on. Yeah, there's some people flying around here. Brilliant. So that's very, very nice indeed. So, folks, thanks for watching. I'm not going to save this on YouTube, or maybe I'll leave it in YouTube. I don't know. But that's the first look at... that's the first look... That's the first look now at the new update 7. So, do you know what, folks? It's getting late here. It's 12:20. Australia's looking pretty damn good now. I think it was just my graphics. Let's see off of the distance there. Oh, it's looking much better. It's looking much better. Producer Buttons is kind of getting quite... What's up, Producer Buttons? I'm trying... I can't press the mouse now because your arms... What? You know what Producer Buttons is looking for, folks. You know what Producer Buttons is looking for. Sorry about that, all this, folks. If you just get down there, Producer Buttons, thank you very much. Yeah, it's looking great. Anyway, I fixed my graphics. I might do a video on this. Things are getting out of control. Which is what? Things are getting a bit out of control. So I'll see you certainly on Sunday, probably tomorrow. I might actually find myself doing a video here. Karen and Lonely Reaper, Davo. Everyone who's watching, thank you very much. I'm delighted the Twitch is working again. Producer Buttons is getting out of control. All stuff's breaking loose because, you see, in all fairness to Producer Buttons, you know, she's wondering why I'm talking to myself, because that's what she sees. So there you go. Yeah, looking much better there now. Looking much better. So, folks, Australia update 7, looking pretty good. I do like the aircraft. Sounds are absolutely stunning. And I will see you folks very, very soon. And thank you very much for watching. And I'm looking for the outro button here because it looks very professional. Thank you, Lonely Reaper. He says, thank you for the super surprise stream and Twitch. All good here. Great. The Twitch is working brilliantly. My hard work paid off today. And I'll see you again very, very soon, folks, with a video about this as well. See you soon.